Hi, today we're focusing on reframing negative thoughts. It's easy to get caught up with stress and worry when the news is dominated by stories about the virus. We can slip into negative patterns of thinking quite easily during these times. So, reframing is about taking some of these negative thoughts and thinking about them differently, turning some of these patterns that we can slip into during a crisis into patterns of more positive thinking.
I'm joined today by Anna Sedakova from Russia. Anna, thanks for joining us today on day 11 of Clear's Resilience Building Challenge.
Oh, thank you for the meeting. Actually, it's happy. I'm happy, so happy to talk with a person who is trying to do something good.
Fantastic. It's great to connect with you. Thanks. Anna, first of all, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
I'm a singer, I'm a mother, I'm a businesswoman. I'm trying to be the good person. And this is a main idea, and do something with my ability to be heard, something like this. Like when you have so much power in a social media on the stuff, you're trying to at some moment you're trying to do something good with this power.
That's right. And how are things for you since everything started?
Actually, there's the two sides of this thing. As a businesswoman, it's completely mess because I have my closing line. We just need to shut the stores. All this. As a singer, I don't have any concerts for the next half a year. But at the other side, uh, there is amazing things because I'm here with my family right now at one apartment, and all of us were cooking, cleaning our things, talking, watching movies, hugs, and I can see how better is my relationship with my older daughter. She's 15 years right now.
That's lovely. That's great. And when one of you might get a bit stressed or upset, like how do you help each other out?
Cooking. I tell you that it's helping doing something together, because even yesterday my smaller son Hector, he's 3, and he was standing there's a floor, and he was like doing something, and he was cooking soup, and my older daughter, she's doing some cream cheese, some and we're trying to cooperate with each other, and doing something together, not separate.
It is interesting though, like you guys are obviously in your apartment. Like some people will be used to spending a couple of hours together and then having a lot of space, a lot of free time, a lot of distance. It's a real change for a lot of people.
Yeah, and everything is going to be different now.
Yeah, it's I think we are having to live differently. Actually, I was going to ask you a question about that. I was going to ask you because when you think about things that you aren't able to do so much at the moment, like so much travel, like you're singing, like when you reflect on those things, a lot of people feel bad about the things they can't do at the moment. Like, what do you do when you feel down like that?
I just imagine, close my eyes, and imagine how amazing gonna be everything in 1 month. How tasty is gonna be the road to the school with the kids. How like how awesome gonna be dancing in Mykonos with the friends. How cool is gonna be going and walking on the Miami streets. There was uh, something like that we used to. But right now, in a month, everything gonna be so tasty. And that's why happiness, it's not a point. Happiness is a road. Like it's as somebody says, like when you're walking and going through all these things, and finally,
Yeah, and do you know What you were saying, it sort of reminds me of that phrase, which I can't remember this perfectly, but the idea that, the sweet is only sweet with the bitterness.
As a businesswoman, as a celebrity, and I'm trying to produce some new things, I decided to organize really cool things for women, like psychology help also, and help with the business marketing. And every day we're launching the lessons, free lessons for the girls who want to know something new. I believe there is a lot of opportunities right now. If you know how to sewing the mask, like sewing, да, правильно?
Yeah.
Right? If you know how to do it, you can just push the button on your phone and do it on the live streaming, and you're gonna find the new girls who wants to learn it.
I'm just thinking that when people try things out, like sometimes that's a useful way to distract them from maybe their negative thinking, or maybe, dwelling on problems. They can go off and they can try cooking, or they can try sewing, or whatever they're good at.
Exactly. I think the big problem is we're in cages right now. I think we just need to little bit less thinking about the cages and more about the opportunities.
And a lot of the sources of negativity can come from around us as well. You turn on the news, we hear about more deaths, about more people falling sick. There's a lot of negativity around. How do you resist internalizing that? How do you resist taking it on?
There is, I turn off notification on Telegram channel on my phone. And this was a great thing, because only if I want, I can go there, or if I'm bored, I can go there and read some news or something. There is no every second notification that something wrong with this world. I think the main information is going to come to you. Like if something wrong, really serious happened, pretty sure you're going to know it.
Yeah, sooner or later it'll get through to you. So a lot of people are finding ways to look after themselves physically. They are doing these exercise classes, gyms are streaming classes online. Are there any things that you're doing in particular for your mental health?
Maybe 1 week ago, I was streaming with my shelter that I help. And after the stream, more than 15 homeless dogs found their parents and families. Do something good in your life. And I think if you're doing something good, you feel more power in you. And if you feel more power in you, you feel bigger.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think doing good in the world, we can certainly internalize some of that as well. I have one question about thinking about the future. You were saying before about, that we have a lot to look forward to again when things kind of go back to normal, and it'll be very sweet when that happens. A lot of people can get stressed out though, not being sure when that will happen. That can cause a lot of stress. Would you have any thoughts about how to deal with worries about the future and when things will get back to normal?
I don't know how it's going to be in next month. I talked with my daughter yesterday. She right now in California. It's like Monica. And she told me, Mama, my birthday in June. And, well, I want to be with you. I told her, I want to be with you too also. We just need to take this time, this amazing opportunity that we have, and learn something new, work at home, be with the families, and do the mask and shampoo every day, hair, like do the you need to be strong and safe.
I like that. That's great advice. Thanks, Anna. I think that's all that we have time for today. So, Anna, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for joining us.
Oh,
So in summary, with all that's going on in the world at the moment, it's easy for this negativity to start dominating our thinking. But when we reframe negative thoughts, we try and see things in a different light. So we think about the situations that we find ourselves in, and like Anna said, we think about the many opportunities that are still available to us. So today, think about 3 thoughts that are causing you stress and anxiety, 3 thoughts that are concerning you the most. Are there any other ways to think about these things? Perhaps there are alternatives. So try and challenge them and see how you feel about them. You can find more about the instructions for today's exercise on our website and the links in our profile bio.